Good morning, boys and girls. I bet you have been hard at work today, so I bet your stomachs are starting to rumble as you think about lunch a little bit later on. I hope you're having a great time as you're working through your lessons today. Let's start off with a little bit of review, and I bet you can tell what we're going to talk about a little bit later. Let's start by reducing some of our fractions. When you think of reduce, I want you to think taking it to the lowest fraction you can. So let's look at our first one, 2/6. What could you reduce by to get the lowest fraction? Did you start with the number 2? When you reduce with the 2, you would divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is... Nice thinking there. Let's keep our dividing skills up as we keep going. I hope you practice those division charts today. Let's look at 6/9. Could you divide both of those by 6? Probably not, so you have to look at another number that goes both into 6 and 9. That would be the number, you guessed it, number 3 goes into 6 2 times. Number 3 goes into 9. Yes, you practiced this morning, 3 times. Now let's look at 5/15. Are you already seeing? 5s are an easy family for us, aren't they? We'll divide by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. Very good. Now along these same lines, let's keep up with just a little bit more dividing, and then we'll get to some easier adding and subtracting. 1/3 of 30. You're thinking about this, that you are dividing 30 by 3. 30 divided by 3 is, yes, it's 10. I can tell you're working on those skills. Let's go to our next one. 1/10 of 40. Again, you're going and dividing 40 divided by 10. 40 divided by 10 is? I hope you got the same answer I did. Now for on your paper today, you're looking at page number 247 and 248. Let's look at our directions at the top of the page. The top of our page says adding and subtracting mixed numbers. First, add or subtract the fractions. We've practiced that before. I know you'll be able to get that. And then number 2, add or subtract the whole numbers. When we're adding and subtracting our whole numbers, it's just like the add, addition, and subtraction problems you've been working on since K5. So we're going to put these two ideas together today and learn a new idea. You can see I have all of my pizza slices here, and I enjoy having a pizza party. Sometimes I like to have a pizza party with my friends. I'm going to have a birthday party, pizza party today, and at my pizza party, I have 6 5/8 pizzas left over after my party. That's a lot of pizza left over. I bet I could have a few more friends over. Well, I also heard that Mrs. Quilty was having a pizza party, and she had some pizza left over. She had 2 2/8 pizzas left over. I bet if we put our pizzas together, we'd have enough to maybe have a 3rd grade party. Wouldn't that be so much fun to have a 3rd grade party? Let's see how much pizza we have left all together. We're going to start by number 1, adding the fractions. Notice that our denominators are the same. They're this blue-green color. That number stays the same when we add fractions. I'm going to move to my orange marker here. So I'm going to put the number 8 on the bottom. When I look at the top, I am adding the numerator. The numerator is different. I add 5 and 2 together, and that makes 7. Then I go to my whole number. I add my whole number just as I would any other numbers. 6 plus 2 equals 8. My total answer now, notice that my denominator has stayed the same because it was divided into 8 slices, and my pizza was divided into 8 slices, so was Mrs. Quilty's, so the 8 stays the same. We have 8 7/8 pizzas left over. That would be enough to share with a few friends. Let's go on and use our imagination as we do the next one. I want you to think of something that you would divide into 9 pieces. Maybe you're thinking about packages of M&Ms. Wouldn't that be a nice treat after our pizza party? I like those M&Ms. You can think of your favorite kind of M&Ms. So we're going to have 36 6/9 bags of M&Ms and 12 bags and 4/9 of M&Ms. Let's subtract these using the same 2 steps. First, we're going to subtract the fraction. Notice that our denominator on both is a 9. Our 9 stays the same. Then we're going to look at our numerator. Our numerator is different. I subtract my numerator, 6 minus 4 equals 2. Now I can subtract my whole numbers. When I look at the whole number, 6 minus 2 equals 4, and 3 minus 1 equals 2. My answer is 24 and 2/9. Now I've subtracted my mixed fraction from a mixed fraction. Let's look at just one more example today, and then I'm going to let you go on and finish the rest of the worksheet on your own. So again, notice that our denominator is the same. It is again number 9. It stays the same. When I look at my numerator, remember the numerator is the top number, it's different. I do 7 minus 2, my answer is 5. Then I go back and subtract, you know it, the whole number. So I think to myself, 9 minus 6, making sure I get that ones place first, is 3. Then I go to the tens place, 2 minus 1 equals 1. And there you go, you have your answer. And I hope you have a tasty lunch, maybe even some pizza. I'll see you later.